Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video. I'm here to give you my review of WWE Royal Rumble 2020. Yes guys, I did say I may or may not review the show, and look, I did end up watching it. Okay, I did end up watching it, and I'm going to give you guys a review for it on my main channel. Yes, I decided I'll be doing reviews for wrestling and movies, or movie thoughts, on my main channel again from now on, okay? Because I really do want to keep stuff on my main channel, and I don't really consider this like my official return. I just consider this like a one-time thing, you know. Although if Max and or Bishop do come next month, I'll definitely do videos for those. I don't even know if I would still even consider it my full return then, because the moment they leave, which hopefully won't be for a long time, I probably will go back to not doing videos, at least until I forgot what I was talking about now, but yeah, Royal Rumble 2020, the first WWE pay-per-view, my first review of any wrestling show of the decade. Yes, I didn't watch Wrestle Kingdom for many reasons. I heard it was great. I don't care, okay, because so how I feel about certain stuff and whatever, but it's really hot right now. Just some thoughts. But honestly, there were some disappointments I had with the show. Other than that, this show was fantastic. Honestly, I really loved like this show. Honestly, even though I was disappointed with a few things, I'll get into that. And yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I didn't consider this my full-on return to YouTube. This is just a one-time thing. And just one more thing. I hate it when people say yeah to me. Honestly, it sounds really douchey. Like, please say yes. Like, I feel like people purposely say it just to sound douchey. And one of my friends just said, yeah, I knew that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not talking to you, honestly, just because you did that. If you watch this review, you know who you are. You know, it really does sound douchey to me, honestly. Like, it really does. Like, seriously, like, yeah. So, yeah, fantastic show. Although to me, it's not perfect. Even though if you look at my star ratings, you're like, bruh. Like, are you really gonna let a few things? Like, look at the star ratings you got. You have, like, so many 4-star matches. You have 2 4.5-star matches. How can you not be, like, fully satisfied with the show? Well, there were certain things that I really wanted so bad, even though there was nothing guaranteed, of course, about it. But, yeah, and stuff like that. But, yeah, well, how long? We're already 3.5 minutes in already, so let's get to this review, honestly. Like, yeah, I'll definitely review NXT TakeOver, whatever the next one is, which is next month, and, you know what, my boy, Bishop Wilson, my best friend, Bishop Wilson, you know, I've actually been using his WWE Network since Fastlane 2018, actually, because out of nowhere, my WWE Network stopped working, the one that I had at the time, and then I asked Bishop, can I please use yours, and he had my back, and his condition was that I would review every WWE pay-per-view of 2018, which I did. I lived up to my promise, my best friend, that you wanted me to do, because I love you. Alright, you're my best friend. Yeah, his WWE Network is inactive right now. But you know what? It's fine. You know, if not for him, I couldn't have reviewed I couldn't have even watched back-to-back WrestleManias. I watched WrestleMania 34 and 35 thanks to Bishop. Okay, so I'm grateful, fully grateful, even if he isn't like active on his WWE Network right now. You know. So I got one of my gift cards, and I bought, and I made a whole new email and subscribed to the network again for a free trial again, just for Bishop. I mean, no, not just for Bishop, for just so I could, because I really did want to watch the show, okay, because I was like really excited to, I really did want to watch the show, you know, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna stream it, because yeah, and it's funny because there's only 50 cents left on the gift card I used, and yeah, so yeah, but anyway, like, it's just that this is like the first, you know, my first review of this decade. It's the 2020s, so I kind of want to like really do this great, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Oh man, I just remembered one thing. Oh man, I'll say this later, but just because this is kind of a spoiler that I feel like I should save till the end. Alright, I'm sure you get what I mean. And another 3 minutes of pause play. So anyway, kickoff. Yes, it's the kickoff, not the pre-show. You know, technically the same thing. I'm going to call it by its proper name now, the kickoff. Sheamus versus Shorty G. This was actually a really solid match. I enjoyed this a lot more than I expected to, honestly, and this match was honestly a lot better than I thought it would be. It was actually really solid. It was actually a lot more brutal than I thought it would be. Shorty G had a really bloody-ass ear, and Sheamus had, like, I don't know if it was Shorty G's blood, but he had, like, little squirts of blood all over his body, basically, and it was really back and forth. There were a couple times when I thought Shorty G might actually win the whole thing, but Sheamus, you know, he attempted the bro kick heaps of times, but in the end, he finally got it. He landed the bro kick, defeated Shorty G in a really solid opening match, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, so that's the first of 2 kickoff matches. Next kickoff match, WWE United States Championship match. Andrade defending against Humberto Carrillo. Yeah, when I heard that Andrade was going to defend the U.S. title at Royal Rumble, I was like, oh man, is it against Rey Mysterio? Because I figured it would be against Rey Mysterio, but it wasn't. It was against Humberto, and I didn't really care for Humberto, honestly. But yeah, he actually really impressed me in this match. I have a feeling it's not over between these two. I feel like we very well. Oh yeah, and Super Showdown. That's next month. Forgot to mention. Yeah, Super Showdown's next month, 27th. Hopefully I'll renew the network again by then for another 30-day trial, because I ain't got no credit cards aside from the gift card, honestly, to use it for. So I'll just do that until the gift card expires, honestly. But Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo, you know, this was a really good match. Humberto really impressed me here. Like I said, never really cared for him. When I hear he's in the match, I'm like, ugh. But, you know, whenever I do end up watching a wrestle, he impresses me. And I really liked him in this match. Of course, I was still rooting for Andrade, though, because I feel like, you know, Andrade, he's not as good as he was in NXT, but, you know, I still am a fan of his, and I wish he was as good as he was in NXT, to be honest. But this was a really fun match. Andrade retained with a roll-up, which is why I don't think this is over between them. I do think these two might have a rematch at Super Showdown, or I was about to say Elimination Chamber. That's why I brought up Super Showdown. I don't even know if I'll watch Super Showdown because Saudi Arabia. That's why. But this was a really fun match. I really liked Humberto's performance in this, and Andrade too, of course. So this was, and I love it when, like, because I feel like for kickoff matches, they really are just filler for the most part. But like here, I felt like they weren't filler. I feel like they really did want to put on some solid pre-show matches, and I thought we got 2 solid pre-show matches here on the kickoff. Honestly, I really did think we did. Honestly, for real. I'm really happy about that. Okay. But now we go into the main show, and we kick off with the Falls Count Anywhere match. Roman Reigns defending against King Corbin. This match was amazing. This might be this is my match of the night, okay? Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. I love this match so much. They fought everywhere. We barely saw them fight inside the ring. They fought in the crowd several times. Corbin did a choke slam to Reigns on one of the announce tables, didn't break, went for a cover, Reigns kicked out. Then Corbin did a choke slam. Oh, he did something. I think Corbin did another type of move to Reigns on another announce table, and that broke. Went for the pin, and Reigns kicked out, and Corbin was screaming as he did that. Then I think it was Corbin for a little while, and then they fought in another side of the crowd, like the opposite side of the arena, basically. Roman Reigns Samoan dropped Corbin through 2 tables, and those were both awesome. And then for a while, Reigns had the match to himself, and then Corbin's friends like Robert Roode, and I think it was Dolph Ziggler. I think it was just those two. They came out to attack Roman Reigns, and then the Usos came out to help Roman Reigns. And then it's funny because we had the cameras focus on the Usos and Ziggler and Roode for a while, and it's funny because they're not even the participants in this match, and the cameras were just focused on them for a while. And Usos, they fought for a while, and one of the Usos, I think it was Jimmy Uso, did a really awesome dive to the other 3, basically, and that was freaking awesome. Then we go back to Reigns and Corbin. Roman Reigns put King Corbin inside the porta potty, which was awesome. He tipped it over, and then they fought on this. I don't know how to describe it, but it was like a baseball type of thingamajig. They fought on top of that. It was really long. Roman Reigns did a whole bunch of Superman punches, and then a spear for the 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns defeats Baron Corbin, and both of these guys have had a long night ahead of themselves. If I was in Roman Reigns' position, or King Corbin's, but like just because Roman won, I'm going to say if I was in Roman's position, I would have had a nap during that time. Like, I would have slept and had a nap during that time, bro. Like, I keep thinking about that. Like you're doing double duty. I don't know if you could find a good spot backstage or anything to have a nap. Might as well. Then the second match of the night, 30-woman Royal Rumble match. And yeah, like I said, Reigns Corbin. Honestly, it was my match of the night. That's the match that I was most satisfied with, and like I said, regardless of how fantastic the match quality on the show was to me personally, like the few things, like certain people I wanted to win didn't, certain things I hoped would have happened didn't, and but this is just my opinion. 30-woman Royal Rumble match. This match was great. I think the ending really left a sour taste in my mouth. Who did it start? Yeah, it started off with Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair. The Bliss was 1, Belair was 2, and they fought for a while, and then I have no idea how to review Royal Rumble matches, to be honest. Oh yeah, we had Mighty Molly Holly as number 3. That was awesome. I loved seeing her, and there were only 7 participants announced in this match prior to when the show actually happened, So there were lots of surprises, man. Lots of surprises, lots of free agents, lots of NXT people. Oh man, this was there's this really awesome part in this match. got a whole bunch of... Oh yeah, Lana came out. When Lana came out, she was like being arrogant, saying, I am the greatest WWE superstar in the world, or something like that. And then she was like, I am going to win the Royal Rumble. And then a few moments later, Liv Morgan comes out, eliminates Lana. And Lana was like, no, no, no. And then Liv Morgan got eliminated by Lana because she was, sore loser. I feel like a hypocrite for saying that. Yeah, it's continued. And then they fought out for a while, a lot of cat fights and stuff. And then you had Tamina come out. Oh yeah, Bianca Belair was, her performance in this match was pretty freaking phenomenal. Bianca Belair she eliminated Tamina like right off the bat, and that was incredible, man. That was cool. And then after like everyone else so far up to that point had been eliminated, it was just Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss, the first two entrants. It was like back to the start, you know what I mean? And that was awesome. And eventually, I wanted Alexa to eliminate Bianca, but Bianca ended up eliminating Alexa. Then Charlotte Flair came out. And then a whole bunch more participants came out, and then Naomi came out, apparently making a return, which is cool. She did a really cool Royal Rumble save. Where she was outside the ring for like 15 minutes or something like that. It's maybe 20 minutes even. It felt like that to me, at least. That was cool. And then you had heaps of surprises. You had Kelly come back. She was in the first Women's Rumble, which was cool to see her back again. And then let's just skip to the end. Santina Marella came in at number 29. That was awesome. And he had a stare down with Beth Phoenix. She had a stare down with Beth Phoenix, and that was funny. Because Santina, we know it's Santino, of course, eliminated Beth Phoenix to become Miss WrestleMania 25. And Natalya was there too. I love how the roles were reversed. Like Beth Phoenix got eliminated by Natalya in the first Women's Rumble, I believe. And then this time, Beth Phoenix did it to Natalya, you know. And then Shayna Baszler, who was my pick to win this, came in at number 30. Yeah. And it's crazy because Bianca Belair actually broke the Royal Rumble women's record for most eliminations in one women's Royal Rumble match. And then Shayna Baszler tied it. Holy shit. And then the final two came, and this annoyed the crap out of me. Shayna Baszler, who I wanted to win because I really want to see Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. It was down to Charlotte and Shayna, and Charlotte was almost eliminated, but she held on. She eliminates Shayna Baszler to win the Royal Rumble, which was so annoying to me. Like, I love Charlotte as a wrestler, but she's honestly, it's crazy because I'm pretty sure I used to say that Charlotte was my favorite women's wrestler of all time, but this is too much, man. Like, I'm not happy about this at all. I'm really annoyed that she won this Royal Rumble, honestly. I just hope she chooses Bayley at WrestleMania, because I really want to see Becky versus Shayna at WrestleMania, with Becky winning, of course. I don't know, but Yeah, I was really annoyed with Charlotte winning. Like, it's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love her as a wrestler, but all these accomplishments that she's only given because she's Ric Flair's daughter, that's really, it's so annoying at this point. It's just frustrating. You're just handing her shit on a silver platter, more so than you do Brock Lesnar, honestly. It's so frustrating and annoying. But what can you do? I don't know. Just. Bro, I would do so much selfish things if I was given control of WWE. Man. Oh man, just. How is this? Is this review still recording? Cool. It's still recording. Next up we have the WWE Smackdown Women's Championship. Bayley defending against Lacey Evans. Bayley's a heel now, if you guys didn't know. This match was fine. I don't remember much from it. I remember it being solid though. I think Bayley did a roll-up or something like that to defeat Lacey Evans to retain. I don't know. But that's what happened. Something like that. But either way, Bayley retained and easily the weakest match on the card. But it's not like, I don't mean that as an insult. Like, every match on this card was good. Honestly, every match. Like, this was a good match. Everything else was either solid or amazing. And most of it was amazing, honestly. Even with a few disappointments like Charlotte winning. That was one of the many. I don't want to say many. One of the disappointments I had with the show, But anyway, I forgot what happened in the Smackdown Women's match, so let's just go to the next match. The strap match for the WWE Universal Championship. The Fiend defending against Daniel Bryan. This match was awesome. I'm not really a fan of strap matches, but this was a dang good one. There were times that I really thought Bryan was gonna win. I realized that I thought that the Fiend would end up winning, but of course I was rooting for Bryan to win. Not that I expected it or thought it would really happen. There's a lot more stuff I wanted more than Bryan winning the Universal title. But this was a good match. You had they used the strap a lot. Daniel Bryan low blowed Wyatt like 3 times. And then I think Bryan did a DDT on the announce table. Bryan hit the running knee twice. Wyatt kicked out both times. Bryan did the yes lock with the strap, by the way. That's what she said. And the Fiend just did the mandible claw for the 1, 2, 3 to win. But it was still a great match. Bryan still put in so much effort, man. Like, he put in all the effort, man. Like, that was a great match still. Actually, maybe not great. I might give. If you see the description, I give it 4 stars, but I might change it to like 3 3/4, maybe even 3.5. Honestly, the more I think about it, because I don't want to feel like I'm overrating the show that much. You know what I mean? Maybe I will give 3.5, and maybe the match after this I'll change my rating to 3 3/4. Think about it. I think I'll do that now. Like I said, star ratings in the description, of course, but like I might change my mind on certain things, like I just did now, and yeah. Next match, we have the WWE Raw Women's Championship match. We have Becky Lynch defending against Asuka. This match was a rematch from last year's Royal Rumble pay-per-view. The story here was that Becky Lynch could never defeat Asuka, so Becky Lynch herself challenged Asuka. She wants to defeat Asuka, and this match was great. Lots of counters, lots of back and forth action. I think I liked the match last year better, honestly, but this was still a really good match. I don't even remember what happened exactly in last year's match. I just remember I give that one 4 stars. I would give this one about 3 3/4. everyone else's star ranks might be completely different from mine, but I don't care, honestly. Alright? I don't care if you're butthurt that I give Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin 4.5, because I fucking love that match. Reigns and Corbin. Anyway, Asuka and Becky Lynch, lots of great counters. Asuka, I actually thought Asuka might win it a few points in this, but it was real back and forth. Asuka tried to hit the poison mist on Becky Lynch, but Becky kicked her at the last minute, and Asuka ended up just spitting that all into the air and onto her own face. Becky put on the disarm her, and Asuka tapped out. And when Asuka tapped out, my mom literally yelled, "Fuck off!" That's what my mom yelled, which is pretty funny. You know what I mean? So because she really wanted Asuka to win. I actually asked her, "Why did you yell 'fuck off' for?" And she was like, "For her winning." And then I told her I was actually rooting for Becky Lynch to win. And Mom was like, "Oh, because I don't think I should say this. Even though I'm in love with this one person, I do have a massive crush on Becky Lynch, like a massive one, which is why I really wanted her to win. But I still hope we get her versus Shayna at WrestleMania. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if we get Becky and Charlotte again, because Ric Flair has to keep sucking Vince off for his daughter to get all these stuff handed to her on a silver platter. But anyway, that was a really good match, maybe even great. But now we go on to the main event, the 30-man Royal Rumble match. This match was excellent, although I was disappointed with a couple things. I'll get onto that later. I have every right to talk about it freely, honestly. Anyway, if you guys don't know, Brock Lesnar, who is the WWE Champion, entered himself in the Royal Rumble. Okay? Even though he's the WWE Champion, and he was the number 1 spot. And Elias ended up being number 2. Elias was singing crap about Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar charged after him, beating the crap out of him, and then tossing him into the ring, eliminating him right off the bat. Eric Rowan comes out, Brock eliminates him too. Robert Roode comes out, fights Brock for a bit, Brock tosses him out, eliminates him. John Morrison comes out. Yes, John Morrison has come back to WWE, by the way, which is amazing. Brock eliminates him right off the bat. Then Kofi Kingston comes out, and he fights Brock for a bit. And he fights him long enough for Rey Mysterio to come out. And then they fight long enough for Big E to come out. And then they team up on Brock, but eventually, Brock eliminates all 3 of them. Okay, so that's 7 eliminations by Brock Lesnar. Then Cesaro comes out. I think he fought Brock for a little bit, tossed up. Or, but I think he did the F5 on Robert Roode as well, and yeah. And Shelton Benjamin comes out. He's good friends with Brock Lesnar. They were college roommates or something like that together. And Shelton hugged Paul Heyman. Brock, it looked like Brock was trying to convince him to team up with Shelton. And for a moment, I thought Brock really was going to team up with Shelton. Then Brock, I think he German suplexed him, then just tossed Shelton out. Then Shelton Benjamin comes out. Shinsuke Nakamura comes out. Fights Brock for a bit. Brock tosses him out. Surprise appearance. MVP. Yes, Montavious Porter comes out. And it's funny because Brock was dancing to his theme song when he was coming out, being all groovy like that. And it was funny because I think MVP was going after Paul Heyman for a bit. He gets in the ring, Brock tosses him out. Then number 13, Keith Lee comes out. him and Brock fight for a bit. Number 14, Braun Strowman comes out. And it's Braun beats up both Keith Lee and Brock Lesnar for a bit. And I was like, why are you... And then Braun did the shoulder tackle thing that he does to Keith Lee on the outside of the ring. And I'm like, Braun, why are you focusing on freaking Keith Lee? Focus on Brock. Like, you need to get him out. Like, and then Keith Lee and Braun Strowman were being really retarded. They both were fighting each other instead of going after Brock, which was so stupid. And Brock eliminates them both. And Brock Lesnar actually ties. He ties Braun Strowman's record for most eliminations in a single Rumble. Right here. Number 15 comes out. It's Ricochet. And it was fun seeing Ricochet interact with Brock Lesnar, not gonna lie. And not gonna lie, I'm actually really proud of Brock Lesnar tonight, because he really did, put in the work tonight, I thought. Him eliminating everyone was honestly so much fun to watch. Like, it really was for me. And, Ricochet fights Brock for a bit. Number 16, Drew McIntyre comes out. He fights, I think he stands off with Brock Lesnar. Man. Where's my... Oh, I should have brought my water bottle in here. Oh, I did bring it in here. There's not much water, but... Drew McIntyre comes up. And, oh yeah, Ricochet low blows Brock Lesnar. Drew McIntyre claymores Brock Lesnar, eliminating him. Yep. That happened. And the crowd went nuts when Brock was eliminated. Like, and I went nuts too, like a part of me was starting to think that, what if they have Brock Lesnar win the whole thing? And eliminate every single competitor in this match? I was starting to think that, like, but, Drew did it. He eliminated Brock Lesnar. He stared him down. Now, I think it's super obvious we're getting Brock Lesnar versus, Drew McIntyre WrestleMania, which will probably main event, and hopefully will be an amazing match, not a squash match. I want that to be a real match, with Drew winning, of course. Then The Miz comes out. Drew is still staring down Brock. Drew eliminates him. AJ Styles comes out, which is awesome. Then Dolph Ziggler comes out. Then Carl Anderson comes out. And you won't believe who's number 21. I was like, no, I doubt this is going to happen. I just spoiled it. Okay. But Edge returned. He was number 21. Edge. Like, I was like, come on, it's never gonna happen. And then he actually did. He came back. Like, did he? Like, I hope he's sticking around, because there's lots of dream matches that I have in mind with Edge now, and I think I'm gonna probably use him in my Universe Mode series now. It's funny because Edge, man, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. I can't believe he actually came back. Like, and the spoilery thing I was trying to go on to before is that well, the message I was having with my friend, I told him, because I joined YouTube in December of 2010, by guys, and which I've said millions of times, my 10th anniversary is coming up. Edge has wrestled, retired, and returned since I joined YouTube. That is incredible. All this time that has passed, man, like, he actually came back. I never thought it would happen, but it did. I never thought Daniel Bryan would come back. He came back. I never thought freaking Edge would come back. I mean, but it actually happened. Like I said, I hope Edge is sticking around. I hope we get, it's funny because I wonder if it's been edited. It still says on Edge's Wikipedia that he's retired. I hope Edge is back for good though, because there's a few dream matches with Edge that I have in mind. Seth Rollins, for example. I hope we at least get Edge versus Seth Rollins. Edge versus AJ Styles. We actually saw Edge face off against AJ Styles for a bit in this match, which was awesome. And then King Corbin comes out, and then Roman Reigns comes out, and then a whole bunch more people come out, and then Seth Rollins is number 30. And you guys know how I feel about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, I still love Seth Rollins. He's still my favorite wrestler currently. And I told my friend earlier today, I would love it if Seth Rollins won the Rumble 2 years in a row just to piss off his haters. And I was kind of hoping he would win. But he came out with his posse, you know. He came out with Buddy Murphy and shit. And AOP. And he came out with Buddy Murphy and AOP. And he ended up getting eliminated by Drew ultimately. But then it was down to Randy. Let's just skip to the end. It was down to Randy Orton, Edge, Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton, Edge, Roman Reigns, and Drew McIntyre. Of course, that was the final four. All right, and the thing I was really disappointed about this match is because John Cena was on in the Royal Rumble. Okay, I was really hopeful that John Cena was secretly in this Royal Rumble match and that he would not only be in it but win the whole thing. Like, I want him to tie Stone Cold so bad. I guess it's next year. I shouldn't give up. Next year or the year after that, maybe. I think if he doesn't win it by 2023, I think that's when I'll let it go. 2023, I could see it. I want him to tie Stone Cold. I want him to tie Stone Cold. I want him to break Ric Flair's record. But at the same time, I gotta ask myself the question: should I be content with John Cena tying the record, because he still has the most? He shares it with someone else, but he still has the most. I want you guys to tell me that in the comments. Should I be content with John Cena having 16 world titles? And heck, while you're at it, should I be content with John Cena having 2 Royal Rumble wins? Okay, like I said, if he doesn't win it by 2023, I think that's when I'll let it go. But I'm still hopeful for it. You know what? I want to win the next year's Royal Rumble, okay? I want to win the 2021 Royal Rumble. If I can somehow, I have an idea. I'm not going to say it, though. Somehow be a WWE wrestler by then. Kiss Vince's ass to the point where he'll just let me win the Royal Rumble. Let me main event WrestleMania 37 in Los Angeles, where it's rumored to be. I want to main event WrestleMania. I want to be the youngest WWE champion at the age of 22. Because by then I'll be 22. I'm 21. I'll be 22 in September. I'm a Libra, by the way. But yeah. Anyway, so I was really super disappointed that Cena wasn't in this match, because I wanted him in this. Like I said, if he doesn't win it by 2023, then I'll let it go. But I hope he still wins it by then. Anyway, final four: Randy Orton, Edge, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton was sneaking up on Edge, and then Edge was like, "Bruh," like Edge was like, "Bruh, I'm gonna play dumb, but I know that you were trying to do shit to me." And then Edge tossed out Randy Orton. Then Edge and Roman Reigns were fighting for a while. They were both hanging on the apron. Roman Reigns eliminates Edge. Yep. Then it was down to Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Drew McIntyre, he almost got eliminated by Roman Reigns. I was scared. Out of the final four, Drew was the only one I was okay with winning, honestly. But he didn't. Roman Reigns went for a spear. Drew McIntyre claymores him, then picks him up, tosses him out. Drew McIntyre wins the 30-man Royal Rumble match 2020. Yes, he will go on for a World Championship match at WrestleMania 36, Drew McIntyre. And I hope he actually does main event. They do say, oh, they're going to go into main event WrestleMania, and then guess what? Something else ends up main event in WrestleMania. But I hope Rock vs. Drew. Actually, no. If we still somehow get Cena vs. Wyatt for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania, because I want that so bad, then I want that to main event WrestleMania. But I hope Drew wins at WrestleMania against Brock. I don't want Drew vs. Brock to main event WrestleMania 36 if John Cena is facing the Fiend for the Universal title. I want Cena vs. the Fiend for the Universal title to main event WrestleMania 36, 2020. April 5th, 2020. With Cena winning, of course. We've still got 3 months. 3 long months. 3 long months, not just because of WrestleMania excitement, but because for me personally, a whole lot of crap I'm going through right now. And, oh yeah, by the way, guys, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. He passed away today. Well, which is shocking. I know it's really shocking that Kobe Bryant passed away. He passed away along with all the other people on this helicopter in, I think, Los Angeles, including his 13-year-old daughter. That's tough, man. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family, of course. This must be tough for them, man. And, yeah. But anyway, there's yeah, so that's the 2020 Royal Rumble. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. How long is this? 42 minutes. 40-something seconds. This will probably end up being 43 minutes by the time I'm done. But, hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Royal Rumble. I promise I'm not going to stick around. This was a one-time thing. I wanted to review the Royal Rumble. Yeah, and if and when I come back, it'll be me doing videos with Max and or Bishop or both. Well, that's what and or means. But yeah, and like I said, even then I wouldn't consider that my full return. You know what I mean? So, but I hope Bishop Max get here soon, because I really want them here because of what I'm going through and all these weird emotions I'm feeling. And I hope I get the video chat my friend right now, because we did hope to do it after the Royal Rumble. And yeah, this will probably end up being over 44 minutes long, so hopefully no BS will happen when I save this recording, and this audio recording I mean. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. If you guys have seen the show, tell me what you guys thought of it. And like I said, should I be content with John Cena having 16 world titles to his name, as well as should I be content to John Cena having 2 Royal Rumble wins? Let me know, guys, and I'll see you guys later, and hopefully I'll see you guys sometime next month. And I'm still I haven't officially returned yet, of course, but this is just, this was a one-time thing. Like I said, I feel like I'm dragging this out, so yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.